What's up, guys, and thank you for watching this video. I hope that you are going to enjoy it. Today we're going to be talking about the new motion controller from DJI. This is the Motion Controller 2. We're going to be talking about it. I'll give you my impression of it, and we're going to be doing some testing on this new motion controller. But in order to talk about the motion controller 2, you definitely have to talk about the first motion controller. The motion controller was released with the DJI FPV goggle, and I have to say that the reception from the FPV community was kind of mixed. Most people don't really like this motion controller, and I don't think DJI actually sold too many of them. It was released with the DJI FPV goggle as a separate controller, and I don't think nobody bought it. So when DJI released the AVATA, the motion controller came as part of a bundle with the DJI AVATA, and people still didn't really like it. Myself, I don't really fly with it that much, because I'm primarily use this controller. And one of the reasons people don't like the motion controller is just simply that it does not give you as much control as the DJI 2 FPV controller. And of course, the motion controller does not give you access to manual mode. With this one, you can go into manual mode. And as most FPV people, we do like to have a full control of a drone. So most of the people from the FPV world kind of went with this controller. Now, since this controller is not as popular in the FPV world, the real question we should be asking ourselves is, who this controller is designed for? The answer is very simple. If you are a die-hard FPV pilot, this controller is not for you. DJI released this controller for people that are new to the FPV world, and I believe this controller is primarily designed for people that have been using the DJI camera drone, and this was to help them transition to the FPV world. Now, even though I don't use it as much, I really do like this controller, and that is for one simple reason, is that it is very easy to use. It is very easy to fly with the motion controller. My son is an 11-year-old, and for years I've been trying to get my son to fly somewhat drone, and my son just does not care about FPV in general. I even tried to get him to fly somewhere RC helicopter, he just don't care about it. But there is one thing my son would do, is that he will fly the AVATA using the motion controller. And I think one of the reasons he does like flying the AVATA with the motion controller, because it is very simple to use. It is very easy to learn to fly with the motion controller. You can teach anybody to fly the AVATA with the motion controller in less than 5 minutes. And this brings us back to the motion controller 2. DJI has made some subtle changes to the controller, but overall it's still pretty much the same controller. The changes they make is, first, now you do have a little dial for your camera tilt, and you can hear it does have a little bit of a tactile response, so you can actually feel exactly what you're doing, and that's different than the original one where you just have a little slider. And the slider works pretty good, but I say I like this a little better. And not only it helps you dial the angle of your camera, you also can press on it, and that give you access to some of the options on the goggle. Another change they done, which is a very major change, is that they added a joystick, and this acts as the elevator and the aileron on your drone, which allows you now to not only control the altitude of the drone, and also allow you to fly sideways, which is something you could not do with the original motion controller. As far as the trigger goes, now you can either go forward by squeezing the trigger, and you can go backward by pushing on the trigger. And those changes, in my opinion, are actually very significant, because it does improve your flight experience. Alright, so time to go for a little flight. As far as the operation of the motion controller 2, it's very similar to the one from the original motion controller. Nothing really changed, except for one little thing. Now you do have the option to change the speed on the motion controller. I'm going to show you, if you go into gain tuning, you can actually change the speed, your elevation speed, how to change the lateral speed, vertical speed, max forward speed, and backward speed. So, and of course, to start your motor, same way as the original motion controller, you're going to do double click. Now, usually what you have to do, you have to hold the orange button to take off, but what we're going to be using now is just going to be using our joystick. There we go. So as I said earlier, joystick help you control the altitude or elevation of your drone. And of course, everything is still the same. You want on your left, you go twist your wrist to the left side. You want on your right, you go to the right side. You look up, look down. Now usually that should be, if you want to go up, you look up. If you want to go down, you look down. But for this flight, we're only going to be using the joystick. And one of the things you can do with the motion controller too that you are not able to do, the first one is that you can go sideways and you can go backward. So let's go for a little flight. And I'm gonna try to just use the joystick. So you're gonna go up, let's go left. I'll try to make this a little challenging. And with the option of using, now that you're able to actually change the speed, I don't even know if you need to fly in sport mode with the motion controller too. Let's see if I'll be able to squeeze in here. Let's see here, let's go up just a little bit. Let's turn. Can we squeeze in here? There we go. I hope I don't get stuck in here because that's not gonna be fun. Alright, now they go sideways a little bit. Let's see here. Let's go down a little bit. And let's move sideways here. Let's go down. Woo! Let's squeeze in here. There we go. Sideways. Not too much. I think I have my aileron speed a little too much. Okay. Well, what we got going on here? What happened to this tree? It just fell down. Okay, that's new. Now let's see here. So now I can move sideways, which is something I could not do with the original one. I should have had my air tracker on for this flight, but that's fun. Yeah, I was not planning on going here, but clearly, let's see, can we go under this? Just go down just a little bit. And yeah, so the joystick is mostly for fine movement. Don't you get stuck in that leaf now. And we're gonna squeeze out. They're gonna go down a little bit. Woo! Let's go back. Let's go back. Here we go. Ooh. Let's try to go up a little bit. Oh my God. Let's see if I can just push myself out of this. Let's go up. Okay. Whoop. Now the price of the motion controller right now, I think it's like $240 or $239. And in my opinion, that is a little too expensive because you can get the DJI 2 FPV controller for like $199, which is the same price than the original. Where are we going here? Which is the same price than the original motion controller. I don't see why. I didn't mean to go left. I don't see why. Oh, what we have here? Interesting. Huh, I may have to use this. I need to go and get this guy back so I can use it for. I got something I may plan on doing on the Discord here. I didn't know it was there. Okay, let's try to come out of here. So as I was saying, price-wise, I think it's a little too expensive. They should make a pretty close price to all the other controller for the Avata, because this been $240 and the let's go forward a little bit. I'm not trying to get stuck here. And that was weird. I don't know if you guys saw that. My screen just went dark for a second. Let me come out of here. Okay. Oh, no. I'm not trying to slide left. What I'm trying to do is turn here. Let's go forward. There we go. Are we gonna get out of here? Let's see, we got anything on top? No, the top is clear. Left side, whoop, 3 branch. Okay, so price was $240. I would say if you are looking for full control over your Avata, there is no question. You have to go with the DJI 2 FPV remotes. That will give you the full control over your drone. But if you're someone that actually just use the Avata with the motion controller, this is definitively a plus, because it's giving you a lot more control over your drone compared to the original one. Not that the original one is bad or anything, but here you go, we have this just give you a little more control. Now the question is it $240 worth? No, I don't think so. To me, just moving from the old one to the new one, paying $240 is not worth it. Now I don't know if DJI are doing some kind of deal to where if you have the first one, they give you some kind of credit for buying the second one. I don't know, I didn't check on that. But I bought this with my own money, and the reason I bought this guy has nothing to do with the Avata. It's actually have to do with another drone that I just got, and I'm gonna be posting a video about it very soon. But as you see in this video, as far as control go, it does give you a little more control. Definitely give you a little more control over the original one. But for $240, I don't know, guys. As I say, I bought these guys just for another project I'm working on. But that'll be it for this video, guys. I hope that you're gonna enjoy it. And as usual, do not hesitate if you're thinking about subscribing. Go ahead and subscribe, share the video, and hit the like button. Yeah, so you can go up and down using the joystick, sideways, and now you can fly backward. Thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one.